morning! How are you? This was unimaginable, unthinkable, and almost impossible just a few months ago. Talking about an LGBTI job fair? What? Who will come for it? Right? Will companies really come and hire? What started as 4 people in a room getting together to create a space which is safe to share our stories, to share our vulnerabilities as allies, as members of the LGBTI community, to learn from each other, to build bridges, and to be just human with all of us. We started 2 years ago in a small cafe, and we kept meeting. The idea was that how do we create a community of passionate individuals towards LGBTI inclusion in the workplace? And that became a movement. We had around 8 companies start their ERGs because of association with Pride Circle and the association of the access to the conversation we have there. We now have 1,000+ membership across our various platforms. We have 9 cities we have chapters in. And to keep that conversation, that safe space going from once in a month physical meetup to a virtual space, which is more available, more accessible. We also have WhatsApp groups in different cities. So if you have a question, you have a query, you have a thought to run by, there are so many people who understand what you're going through. As an ERG lead, as someone trying to start up an ERG in a company, as a business leader, for everyone there's a space where you can talk, you can share, you can learn. We went to 9 cities in India. We also went to San Francisco, Melbourne, Seattle, and London. We launched India's first LGBTI mentoring program. The idea was that a lot of LGBTI individuals have to choose between career or their identity. And that needs to change. And we're very happy to say that we found mentors in India who are doing amazing in their chosen fields of work. And they're willing to mentor the upcoming LGBTI generation. One thing led to other. And we're always about action. What's next? How do we make impact? Conversations are great. This is like one of the biggest meetups we have ever done. Conversations help you to think, to ponder, to connect. But what is next? What really brings reference? And that we found is livelihood. Access to a safe workplace we have respected and valued for the skill set you bring and not for who you are. Not discriminated because you are LGBTI, because you have a boyfriend, or because you are transitioning, or any of that. How do we create workplaces where we remove systemic biases and make it actually accessible for everyone? And that's how reimagining inclusion for social equity. Can I please ask you all to rise? For RISE. Thank you. Thank you. Please take a seat. And this is crazy. This is a crazy experiment we did. Almost unimaginable to pull a whole day conference and a job fair and a marketplace all in one day. We're doing a marketplace where we're getting 20 LGBTI-owned businesses to showcase their products and services, and an opportunity for them to get mentoring from Intuit. Thank you, Intuit, for sponsoring that. And also for other organizations to look at how do we expand supplier diversity and include LGBTI-owned businesses. When we look at inclusion, it's all about small nudges, small tweaks, small changes in everything we do. So we look at the lens of everything we do from inclusion, from perspectives of every URM we look at. The job fair, which is the key theme and very important and something very close to my heart, is about providing opportunity to people for the skill set they offer. And also to include people who have been left in the margins. How do we go out and include someone who is out there and not part of this room and not part of this conversation just because of who they are, right? So we encourage all organizations to not just look at skilled and educated in that sense talent pool, but also talent pool which is skilled but may not have formal education. Yes? And we thank you, all of you, for coming here, for being a part of it. Can we have the speakers, please? Who have traveled from across the globe to join us today. Can we have, please, big round of applause for them? And you will get an opportunity to interact with all of them throughout the day. So please make the most of it. They're all change makers, and this is impossible without our change makers, our believers, for believing in an organization which is just 2 years old, and today is our 2nd anniversary, so you can congratulate us for that. We are very young, we are very ambitious, and we are very hardworking, and we do that. We believe in action leads to inclusion, and that's our mantra for reimagining inclusion for social equity. With that, thank you so much for being a part of this conversation and this journey, and thank you for believing us and supporting us. Thank you.